Welcome to the Tea Huddle.
Your only source for gridiron gossip. If your appetite is bigger for football than it is for food on Thanksgiving,
or if you're just dying to know about what's going down at the Belichick Thanksgiving table this year,
then this is the podcast for you.
I got a tease on our top story of the week with that intro.
Oh yeah, I mean we sort of gotta get right into it. But happy Thanksgiving.
Yes, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving, Christian. We're going to be joined by Kelly in a little bit.
Oh yeah, for some turkeys.
Everyone's here for our Thanksgiving gossip feast.
Oh yeah, it's quite the meal.
Yeah.
All right, well, without further ado, let's get to the Belichick Thanksgiving table.
Oh my gosh, I thought you'd never say that it's time. So we've talked a lot about Bill Belichick and his 24-year-old girlfriend, Jordan Hudson, 48-year age difference. Feel like that needs to be just reiterated at every turn. But it's been a while and there's been nonstop drama and headlines between them. And it sort of reached an all-time debacle this past week. But before we get into this past week, just a little refresher in case anybody's forgotten the saga. Bill Belichick, obviously legendary head coach of the Patriots. Christian, how many Super Bowls?
6 Super Bowls.
6 Super Bowls with the Patriots. We thought he was, had a legacy that couldn't be tarnished. Well, we'll see.
They appear to be doing their best job to tarnish. Their best tarnishing.
Absolutely. So Bill Belichick, he married his wife, the mother of his 3 children, from 1977 to 2006. Good long marriage. He moved on with a woman, Linda Holiday, who he dated till 2023. Another long relationship, both age appropriate women. Nowhere did we see where this was going. During that time, towards the end of his relationship with Linda Holiday, he met Jordan Hudson, who at the time was a college student, 48 years younger than him. Just had to say that one more time. They met on a plane, they say. That's how the story goes.
That's the story.
She asked him to sign her textbook, and he said, "Thanks for my lesson in logic," or something like weird and creepy like that. Like you could be her grandfather.
Yeah,
but
even
anyway.
their fake story is weird and creepy.
Yeah, exactly. By the time, so that was 2021. By the time Bill Belichick and Linda Holiday split up in 2023, he was seen all around town with Jordan, who at the time was a 23-year-old kid, young adult.
Yeah.
But she has later implied that maybe they were together before that. Anyway, so then a year later at a Nantucket holiday party in 2024, she was asked to leave by Linda Holiday, and there was a quote-unquote tense encounter before she was asked to leave. So it seems like from that story, she's not afraid to make a scene. She's bold. Linda Holiday has twin daughters who are a DJ duo, and they were headlining this party. And that's what Linda Holiday said. Like, it was so clear you knew I'd be here. You knew my kids would be here. Maybe there was overlap in her relationship. And like, why are you here at my fancy Nantucket party? It just seems like Jordan Hudson isn't one to like shy away in a corner. She's
aggressive.
Aggressive is the word I would use as well. Okay, so then January 2025, it all definitely took a turn when Bill Belichick became the head coach of the UNC football team. This is his first foray into, is it his first foray into college football? Was he in college football at all before the NFL?
To my knowledge, yes.
Yeah.
Because he was on a few NFL teams before the Patriots, and he was really young when he started. So, yeah.
Before she was alive, he had already helped the Giants get a Super Bowl.
Sure. That is for sure.
So he's now the head coach of college football. Jordan Hudson is, as we've heard, CC'd on every single email that he sends. She is in every single meeting. She is in public and private interviews that he does, and she's on the sidelines of every game. UNC has said that she has no official role and has confirmed that she is not a school employee. So she's just his sidekick, his eyes and ears.
She's like his brand manager as far as the school is concerned. They for a couple of different reasons they've come out and made it clear that she is not a school employee.
Yeah.
But Bill Belichick, I think, is the highest paid public employee in the state of North Carolina.
Wow.
because they just pay these head coaches so much. So he wields a whole lot of power. If he
Totally.
wants this to happen, it's happening.
Right. Doesn't make it not weird.
That's for sure.
Do you know what it reminds me of? And you do, because I've told you this a lot of times, but I'm going to say it. So, okay, anyone out there who's watched Grey's Anatomy?
Oh, here we go. She's been waiting for this one.
Okay, so Dr. Burke is a world-renowned heart surgeon. Like, if you need heart surgery, you want Dr. Burke. But he was either shot in the hand or something happened to his hand. It was a ferry accident. Who remembers? This was years ago. But he has a hand tremor. He can't perform surgery anymore. So his intern girlfriend, Dr. Christina Yang, the amazing Sandra Oh, she is prolific at surgery, but people don't want an intern conducting their surgery. They want this legendary heart surgeon.
Of course.
So they have closed door surgery. They don't let anybody else in the surgery, and they pretend that he's the one doing the surgery, but really she's the one doing the surgery under his guidance. And I feel like Jordan Hudson is doing the surgery. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like there is some sort of cognitive decline on the part of Bill Belichick. And she came in and she was like, I'm going to take charge. Don't you worry about a thing. I don't have a hand tremor and no one will know. I'll take care of it. And he's like, okay, take care of it. I don't know.
I mean, I think this is a really like almost airtight theory, except for the
Thank
fact that Sandra Oh's character was exceptionally good at what she was doing.
Right. And not an adult cheerleader.
Yes. I mean, I have seen her. She is at least like very well spoken. And I mean, I think like her drive is sort of like her biggest attribute. When she talks,
Yes.
like it doesn't sound like she's dumb.
But she's never, to my knowledge, had a professional job of any kind. Never a job in football, never a job in business. She was a college student who
This is all true.
who graduated and has this super rich man who's like, come live with me and let's like go take weird pictures on the beach. And
Yep.
and she's like, great, that's my job now.
Yeah, so she's found her way into basically every meeting that he has and
Yes.
overseeing every interview, including interrupting them.
Yes. Before we move on really quick, just to explain the cheerleader thing. So she was a college cheerleader. Usually when you're a college cheerleader and you graduate college, like your cheer career is done, unless you want to be a professional dancer, like these football, like the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders, these are dancers. She is now on a co-ed adult cheerleading team, like flips and bows and like hairspray and like the whole thing. And it's just, what are you doing? What's it doing? No disrespect to anyone's hobbies or passions, but
and Bill was seen at her competition recently,
yes,
right?
he was. Which that's nice that he supports her as much as she supports him, I guess. Anyway, okay, back to the story.
Okay,
So,
we haven't even gotten to the protein here.
Exactly. So Steve Belichick, Bill's middle child, he has an oldest daughter and then he has two sons. The oldest son, he was born in 1987, so 14 years before Bill Belichick's girlfriend. He worked with his dad on the Patriots and then followed him to UNC, where he works now as the defensive coordinator and linebackers coach. He's been married to his wife, Jen, since 2017. They have 4 kids together. As far as we have been able to tell, Steve and his dad, Bill, are super close. They've worked together for years and years.
He worked for the Patriots for a long time.
And now he's like, come with me to UNC.
Yeah,
and Steve's like, I'll see you there.
They're very close.
Well, so Steve's wife, Jen, first came on a radar after an interview last April when Jordan Hudson, so it was a public TV interview with Bill Belichick. And the interviewer is like, so like, obviously you have this public relationship and your girlfriend's here right now. And the camera pans to her. How did you two meet? And Jordan goes, we're not talking about that. And then apparently stopped the interview, like speaking with producers about what they can and cannot say, and stormed off set to delay the interview, is how the story goes. So Julian Edelman and Gronk were talking about it on a podcast or a show of some kind. And they were saying she's just acting as if it's publicist. Publicists do this all the time. It's no big deal. And Jen Belichick commented on a video of Gronk and Edelman talking. Gronk and Edelman, of course, played under Bill Belichick on the Patriots.
Yep.
And Jen Belichick left the comment in quotes, publicists act in a professional manner and don't storm off set delaying an interview. So that was the first time that we heard that there's any sort of dissension from inside the Belichick unit.
Mm-hmm.
Like we out here all think this is weird and crazy, but this is the first indication that someone inside thinks this is weird and crazy
it was pretty locked up until this point, and you have to be pretty heated to go and make a comment like that, like so publicly, and
Yes.
and on it, like these guys are, they're out there trying to defend their friend Bill
Yes.
Belichick, and I mean obviously they're coach and their old boss, but they're like boys with him now,
Mm-hmm.
and so they're trying to sort of do him a solid and be like, it wasn't that big of a deal,
And she's like,
and
actually
she's
it
like,
was.
fuck that,
Yeah.
like this was terrible.
Yes. Well, now this past week, it's come to even more of a head. So it just came, actually, it happened allegedly on November 8th, but it just came out this past week that after a UNC game in Bill Belichick's office, Jen, Bill's daughter-in-law, and Jordan Hudson really got into it. Reports say that Jen was furious with Hudson over an interaction the two had earlier in the day. Dying to know what that interaction was.
Really?
So Jen Belichick apparently had an outburst that lasted roughly 40 minutes, included digs at Hudson's fashion choices, her body, her relationship with Bill, as the UNC head coach stood just feet away. So Bill Belichick's in the room, and his daughter-in-law, it would be one thing, I feel like, if it was his daughter screaming at the girlfriend, but the daughter-in-law screaming at the girlfriend, I just need footage. I need just CCTV footage of this.
Yeah, it's too juicy. It really, I would love to see this.
Mm.
But of course, Belichick is just sitting there not saying anything. Like,
Yeah, because
like
he's
these two women just-
because he's mentally deteriorating and he doesn't know where he is or what's going on.
That still remains to be seen.
I mean, again, that's just my opinion,
That's
pure speculation. But like, I feel like he, had a coloring book in the corner and didn't know what was going on while they're fighting over.
I think he is very engaged. He's as engaged as he wants to be. He just doesn't give a fuck. He's like doing like what Rudy Giuliani's doing to the end of his legacy.
Another person who's mentally unstable.
Yeah. Maybe that was a bad comparison if I'm trying to make Belichick look like he's mentally capable. But I just think he was sitting there eating popcorn and just like watching the show.
So, according to sources, during Jen's rant, she chided Hudson for her propensity to wear snakeskin prints at the games, and
that.
once muttered, "You need to eat a burger," which I feel like, again, just projecting here. I bet Jen has so many reasons to not like Jordan Hudson and not like what she's doing to her family. I think the fashion choices and the "you need to eat a burger," that sort of takes some wind out of your argument a little bit.
I suppose. I mean, hey, if you're trying to fill a 40-minute slot, then I think you have to expand on your blows.
Yeah, you don't need any dead air there in the 40 minutes.
I mean, I think that's just what like stood out and what like what sort of got what made its way to the surface. You've heard about those comments. I mean, I think it's hilarious. They like ragging on the snakeskin print.
She does wear a lot of blue snakeskin.
It's so funny.
Ugly. And then, so also, how are these specific quotes getting leaked? Like, if they were streaming, could people outside in the hallway hear? And people are like taking notes and sending it to Page Six, because this is where I'm getting all my info from Page Six. It says, at times she directed her anger toward Bill and Steve, saying to her husband, "He wants to fire you and he wants to fucking disown me. I don't fucking care."
Yikes.
Yikes. If he does fire his son because his scheming. Also, just to make it clear, I don't love like a trend of the woman is evil and the man is the victim. But in this situation, it does seem like that's exactly what's happening.
Sure.
Like this evil woman is coming in and taking control, and he's has no say.
It remains to be seen if he's a victim. I think he is just willingly letting this happen. I think Steve Belichick is a victim, especially if he gets fired because of her behavior.
Yeah. And then the last quote we have from the fight is that Jen called her a batshit crazy control freak and accused her of fucking twisting Bill's brain.
Yeah, wow. So it's getting pretty heated over there.
I feel like it's also worth saying that UNC's record is 4-7. They're not doing well.
Yeah, it's a rebuilding year. They aren't a football school, so like this. I mean,
Oh, I
yeah,
didn't know about that. I just thought you bring the biggest, most notorious coach in the history of the NFL, and like he can't even win 5 college football games.
No, I mean, I'm sure they were hoping for a slightly better record, but this is not an overnight thing, like turning your school into a football school. So yeah, the record doesn't really speak for it, but everyone, of course, is taking their jobs seriously. Jordan Hudson, most of all.
What job? What job?
Seriously. So alongside this whole saga, Pablo Torre, who's an like ex-ESPN host who now has a popular podcast called Pablo Finds Out, he has done some serious investigative work regarding Hudson's role at UNC and with Bill. So she, like amongst all of this, very recently, she recently just posted that she will be seeking legal action against Pablo Torre for defamation. I think it's mostly regarding, at one point Pablo said that she was banned from UNC facilities, which the school quickly denied.
I had heard that.
I think that is maybe the only ground she has to stand on. She posted a picture saying, P.S. I'm suing you, with his handle and the heart hands emoji, which is pretty funny. And just in the picture, she's holding up her UNC All Access Pass and wearing a diamond necklace that says banned on it, which is pretty funny in a sort of psychotic kind of way.
It is funny, exactly, in a sort of psychotic kind of way.
Yeah. No,
like, what do you... I don't know.
It's like beyond Mean Girl attitude. It's like
you're getting a diamond necklace that says banned because someone said you were banned and you weren't.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Get a life, I feel like.
Totally. And once again, the school chimes in when they denied Pablo's claim that she was banned. The school soon after stated, well, Jordan Hudson is not an employee at the University of Carolina Athletics. She is welcome to the Carolina football facilities. Continued to say that Jordan will continue to manage all activities related to Coach Belichick's personal brand outside of his responsibilities for Carolina football and the university. So they're trying to keep Bill happy here, but also make it clear that she does not work for them.
Yeah, very, very odd. In the Page 6 article that I was reading, it says a family source said there is deep worry for how detrimental Jordan can be for not just North Carolina, but Bill's legacy, reputation, everything he has built and worked for over decades.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, totally
valid. You probably should be concerned about all those things.
Very, definitely.
And what I'm concerned about is Thanksgiving. Are Jen and Jordan going to be at the table together? Highly doubt it.
I doubt it. I would love it though.
Are Steve and Bill going to be estranged? Is there going to be a wedge caused between father and son?
I hope not. I sort of like Steve.
Yeah, he's the one who had the mullet.
Yeah, he had the crazy haircut
Yeah.
on the sidelines and like always looked like he was going crazy.
Yeah, well, now he is. Well, his wife is a little.
That's for sure.
40-minute tirade. Well, we'll keep you posted. I'm fascinated. She really is an interesting character. Like, the way she dresses is interesting. She went to the ESPYs with him in like what a high-end escort would wear.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like she only wants to be taken seriously as like a business counterpart of his. She also wants to be like cute and sexy and funny on Instagram. Like in the interview where she stormed off and she said, we're not talking about that, she was wearing an oversized sweatshirt and leggings. Like, she looks like a kid, but she's also like, I'm a boss. It's all, I'm just interested in all of it.
I think her like main goal at all times is how can I get as much attention as possible.
Yeah.
It's like the no press is bad press approach. Like as long as people are talking about you, that's like their goal for their brand.
Yes.
Like trying to trademark gold digger,
right, right,
and stuff like that. It's like they probably weren't that even serious about that. They just wanted the headline.
Yes,
they
totally
just wanted attention.
Right, like she probably knew because Gold Digger is a popular song and has been used for decades. Like, we're probably not going to be able to get this trademark approved, but the fact that I'm filing for it is going to make people talk about it.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And it worked.
It totally worked.
This is the second time we've talked about it on the podcast.
Yeah.
It worked.
All right. You win this beef. Just kidding. Jumped ahead.
Jordan sort of is winning here.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Next up is a wild story, sort of tragic, but hopefully turning around for Chris Boyd, the cornerback of the New York Jets, on November 16th, like late Saturday night, early Sunday morning at about 2 a.m. In Manhattan. He was shot in the abdomen outside of Say Less restaurant.
In Midtown.
Yeah, in Midtown, like 7th Ave and 38th Street.
Who's hanging out in Midtown at 2 a.m.?
I looked up Say Less. It's sort of like a clubby restaurant with Asian fusion food.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's good for like big parties and.
Should we go there?
I mean, sort of.
Like investigative journalism?
Exactly.
I do not want to be shot. So maybe not at 2 a.m. Let's go at like 7:30 reservation.
I don't think people are getting shot on West 38th like left and right. This is just a really sort of strange place for some crime to happen. But I did see the video of it's not very clear. There's like a scuffle happening outside, and it's sort of a brawl with a bunch of people all at once, and you hear. Like you can't even identify anybody. You hear a couple what sound like gunshots, and everyone just scatters, and you don't even see like somebody fall down. At least the video that I saw was not very revealing. So he was shot in the abdomen. I think just one of the two shots struck him. He was rushed to Bellevue Hospital. Was at the time in critical condition, but is now in stable condition. He was able to post on his own Instagram story this past Wednesday, saying, I'm sorry, I have no words at the moment, just grateful. I'm coming along, starting to breathe on my own now. Sincerely appreciate everyone.
So scary.
Yes, it is really very freaky. Boyd is 29 with a wife and a kid. He hasn't played this season, actually. He's been on IR since August with a shoulder injury that he got during a team scrimmage in the preseason.
I feel like people get into all sorts of trouble while they're on IR.
That's actually sort of true because I don't think you're technically not even on the active roster, so I just don't think you're being paid attention to very much, and you don't have to show up to certain things, and like I don't think you're allowed to practice while you're on IR.
And you have all this free time that like most people who have been athletes their whole life don't usually find themselves with a ton of free time. And
yes, I think that's all true. So they have more time for socializing and more time to get in trouble. And more time to spend their money, which this dude is not a rookie. He's been around. He was drafted by the Vikings. He's played with the Texans, played with the Cardinals before the Jets. So the dude's been around. He's played in 81 games. And the police have released images of the suspect, but apparently they don't have anything yet as of this recording. But I would imagine something would happen. The pictures that I've seen are like a very clear shot of this guy, this suspect.
Well, we'll keep everyone posted if they find him.
Yeah, really. And we're pulling for you, Chris Boyd.
Yeah.
Happy to hear it. Looks like it's trending up.
Definitely. It is time for our special Thanksgiving segments. And of course, that means time to welcome back Kelly. Kelly, welcome back.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
From the Tea Huddle.
Yeah.
Thankful for you.
You too. Are you excited for...
Thankful for football and mashed potatoes, a whole day of sitting on the couch, eating whatever I want and watching football. What else could I need?
I love that.
Best day of the year.
I love that. I don't come from a football on Thanksgiving household and wasn't previously... That wasn't something that appealed to me about the day, but now that I'm a football fanatic, let's just say, and be a Lions fan because the Lions are always playing on Thanksgiving. Now, I'm not just in it for the food. I'm in it for
which makes Thanksgiving even better.
Yeah.
And we have a whole meal for you guys. We are going to start with the Thanksgiving tradition of Kelly's turkeys.
Yes, every year for Thanksgiving, Kelly presents us with the biggest boneheads of the season thus far, or turkeys, as we'll call them. So, Kelly, who do we have? Who's our first turkey of this year?
I have to say there's quite a few turkeys this season already.
Gobble, gobble.
But for our first turkey, we have Derrick Henry, running back for the Ravens. Derrick was, let's just say, not off to the best start this season. He has had quite the fumble streak. He fumbled in each of the first 3 games of this season, which is something he's never done before. Usually that guy, you give him the ball, he hangs onto that ball, and you cannot bring him down. He's a sturdy man, but yeah, something was up. A lot of fumbles. I think everyone probably saw his reactions on ESPN. They showed it everywhere of him throwing his helmet on the ground and falling to the ground.
He wasn't used to being a turkey. He didn't take to it
not
well.
taking it well. Not taking it well. Yeah, the Ravens were off to a terrible start. I'm sure he didn't help that, but we're hoping that this turkey can turn it around because their division is so bad. I think they can recover. He's cleaned up his act.
He unturkeyed.
He's unturkeying.
Was it this season or last season when his pants fell down and revealed his bare butt?
Yeah, that was last season.
That was last season. Okay. Because I don't even think that's a turkey. That's like a gift for the rest of us.
It's a gift. Yeah, that was maybe a holiday gift last year.
But this year he had a repeat turkey start to the
this
season.
Year, unfortunately, he's starting off as our first turkey.
Sorry, Henry.
Our next turkey is the whole Giants organization with their fourth quarter woes. They have lost 5 games when they've had double-digit leads. So something's not right over there.
Yeah, it's so wild. I saw a graphic that was just like half of their games of the season, what the score is going into the fourth quarter. They're winning by a lot.
Yeah.
And then it all...
It's a turkey move.
It all goes turkey.
For each person out there.
Yeah, that's tough. What do you think it is? Like they just
fired their defensive coordinator this past weekend. So
maybe
I feel like something happens and they just totally freeze in the fourth quarter. But we'll see if that helps. They don't have a head coach. They fired their head coach. Now their defensive coordinator. Just got to clean it up.
And their quarterback is injured and their
quarterback's injured. Their best wide receiver
is drinking out of his shoe on Instagram Live or whatever's going on over there.
Him too. We have Malik Neighbors is hurt. And then,
that's the other one.
And then
he's not drinking. Just to clarify, he's not the one drinking out of his shoe. It's Cam Scatabo.
Scatabo, yeah, he's drinking out of his shoe. He's going wrestling matches. They're all turkeys over there.
Yeah.
For our next turkey, we have another New York player, Justin Fields, quarterback for the New York Jets. He had a butt fumble in the Jets' first Pats game, which seems to happen every 10 years because this happened when Mark Sanchez was the quarterback against the Patriots. So he went to go catch a snap and then his head hit a player on the Jets' butt and he fell to the ground.
Oh, no.
I will say it wasn't as great as the Mark Sanchez one because that one just cracks me up every time. It's like he just is like right down on his
before he was a stabbing criminal. He was just a butt fumbler.
You just go from butt fumble to jail.
Yeah. And we'll see if in 10 years from now Justin Fields is following in the criminal footsteps. Yeah, hopefully not. But he's following in the turkey footsteps.
Another Jets turkey. Our next turkey is the Eagles, who blew a 21-point lead to the Cowboys this past weekend.
It was 21-0, right?
21-0.
Nuts. I was like, oh my God, I feel bad for the Cowboys. Like their families watching. I was like, at least let them get a point.
Their families are watching.
Who would have seen them winning? Unexpected.
I know. I think I turned that game off and I woke up the next day and I was like, wait a second. What happened? Because I had Dak as my quarterback and I just couldn't bear to watch any longer.
He did a flip into his touchdown. He was
not a turkey.
Yeah, he was feeling it. Although it was seeming like a turkey path. for the beginning, but they turned it all around.
Yeah, Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Cowboys, is not a turkey, but the Eagles organization are all turkeys.
Full of turkeys.
This next one might be my personal favorite. Broderick Jones, an offensive tackle for the Steelers, he tackled his quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, during a celebration as they're getting off the field. He just chases him, the bear hugs him, and takes him down. That gets me every time.
And Aaron Rodgers was so pissed. You see
that's
him mouthing
mostly-
like, "What the fuck? What are you doing?"
He like shoves him back. Yeah, he's upset. Which, to be fair, he's like oldest quarterback in the league.
Totally.
Probably shouldn't be taking him out.
Right. Like after his season-ending injury in the first 5 minutes of the game
Seriously.
last year, I get like, bro, the amount of money and energy and care I put into my body and you're knocking me over. But it just like further brings on his image. Like he has no sense of humor. He's no fun
Yeah.
at all. He's just like an old, angry man.
They're both turkeys.
Yeah. I think he's a turkey for tackling, and then Aaron Rodgers is a turkey for
For his reaction.
Yeah. I agree, but it is
2 for
funny.
1.
It is funny to watch. I like that one too.
Our next bowl of turkeys is the Saints organization, for 1, being terrible, and 2, hosting Justin Tucker, which, if you recall, has been suspended for 10 games for assaulting masseuses.
Yeah, for being a serial predator and assaulting several massage therapists. And like, if the organization of the NFL deemed that he needed a 10-game suspension, like obviously he's been assumed guilty
Yeah.
of this.
Yeah, why are you gonna bring him? Why are you gonna bring him in?
And the Saints are like, you are exactly who we want. Come
Desperate.
join us. Turkey.
No, thank you. Yeah,
Yeah.
turkeys, all of them. For our next turkey, we have Jamar Chase, who is suspended for spitting on Jalen Ramsey of the Steelers. And this is just a turkey because he's on my fantasy team, and I got no points.
Everyone's spitting this season. Or is there always this much spitting and I haven't paid attention? I feel like this is a particularly spitty
It's
season.
disgusting. It's like so offensive. And
Yeah.
I mean, I think it was the first suspension for spitting that I've seen, but he tried to play it off like it didn't happen. And,
Yes.
it doesn't work like that anymore. There's video cameras everywhere.
Yeah. He did finally on Monday of this past week apologize, own up to what he did, admit that he spat in the heat of the moment. And
He was caught red-handed.
yeah, exactly. So his apology was
yeah.
sort of like, I acknowledge that I'm a turkey and I'm sorry.
He acknowledged it because Cincinnati went on to lose to the Patriots because he couldn't play, which, it was good that he wasn't playing this past weekend.
Yeah, congrats to your Pats. What a record.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it wasn't our best game, but, a win is a win.
Mm-hmm. All right. And Kelly, who is the last turkey of the 2025 holiday season?
For our last turkey, we have Kyler Murray, quarterback for the Cardinals. He missed a snap, and I think there's a joke going on that Kyler's pretty short compared to other quarterbacks. So this snap went like right into his head, and
like where a regular
like where it would be like a normal like catch for a regular sized quarterback, because he's a little shorter.
Yeah.
Right to his noggin, and might have led to a concussion.
What a sad way to go. Like, these guys are so tough. They're getting rocked by like 350-pound linebackers, and then they bounce right back up, and like they just are getting, basically hit by a truck every week, and he's concussed because he got booped in the head by the ball.
Like knocked out, which they say wasn't a concussion, and he has some kind of foot injury, but I think we all saw what happened. Yeah, so he lost his starting spot to Jacoby Brissett now because of being short.
Yeah, it's tough.
Turkey.
Tiny mini turkey.
Mini turkey.
And for the record, we are not pardoning those turkeys.
No, it's not just turkey on the menu today.
people are fighting out there, so we had to bring the beef. It's a protein heavy meal.
Here is Battle of the Beefs. Marissa, what beef are we serving up first?
Okay, the first beef of this past week is Stefon Diggs versus Offset. So Patriots wide receiver Stefon Diggs and Cardi B's estranged husband, rapper Offset. This beef between them has been escalating since Cardi announced that she was pregnant with Diggs' child a few months ago.
Yeah, Diggs he loves the drama.
He is the drama.
We knew it was gonna happen.
Yeah, Cardi's album is Am I the Drama? And the answer A is yes, and B is so is your man. He's the drama. So first in October, Offset released a new song that included the lyrics, "How the fuck you gonna leave Jordan for Rodman? You a fool if you think I'm hurt." So he's, I guess, taking it, sounds like he's taking a dig at Diggs, saying he's Jordan, Stefon Diggs is Rodman. And then he goes, "How you married and still giving birth? Get some help, bitch. You going berserk." So he and Cardi B are in the process of getting a divorce, but it's not
they're
finalized
still married,
yet.
right?
Yeah.
Technically.
So that's obviously leading to some heightened emotions. The two of them are still married. The other two are having a baby. So right after the birth of their child was announced, an Instagram story was circulating that looked like, a screenshot from Offset that just said, it was just a black screen and white text that said, "My kid, LOL." So people are speculating this is because he's legally still married to Cardi, or is he saying that he and Cardi have been getting together and that
do we know for sure?
Right. And then he came out. So I saw it. I didn't even know that he had come out and denied that was real. I thought it was real, but he came out and said that was a doctored image. It was a fake screenshot and not to believe that it's real. And while all
he didn't post that.
That's what he's claiming, that he didn't post it. And I didn't see it with, my own eyes, so I can't say for sure, but people thought it was real and Cardi thought it was real. Because right around this time she tweeted, "Y'all be thinking it's so funny and it's not. It's been over a year and I'm still being harassed and threatened to the point that I feel like my life is in danger. It's all fun and games until it's too late." And then she also posted, "Sometimes I sleep and I wonder, this is not normal. You see crime documentaries, you see shit on social media about women getting killed every other day."
Oh God.
So she's saying,
I'm worried about her.
Right. She's saying this isn't a joke. This person's dangerous and scary and I'm scared.
Yeah.
And then it gets even crazier. This past week, just sort of in the same vein of what Cardi's saying, this Instagram model, like an Instagram girl, her name's Jordan Gore. She posted a screenshot to her Instagram story on Sunday of this past week that she is alleging is of a conversation, a text combo between her and Offset, where he's planning for a takedown of Diggs.
A takedown.
So I barely understood what this combo.
This is not good for me as a Patriots fan, first of all. I mean, not good for Diggs.
And can we just say, not to lump all Patriots players together, but if we remember, Aaron Hernandez, sometimes I think people are talking a big game and are just talking shit, but sometimes people are really out here plotting violence against each other and it goes way too far, and it's starting to feel like maybe this is falling into that category.
It's starting to feel like somebody should be protecting Cardi and Diggs.
Yeah.
Do they
and
have
her kids,
bodyguards, security?
Yeah. So the screenshot that this Instagram model posted, I barely understood the conversation, but TMZ and every other gossip site are claiming that this is what it says, that it's him plotting. So who am I to disagree? But I'll read it so everyone can decide for themselves. Okay, so it's a screenshot with a contact she has saved just as Set, which I'm assuming is short for Offset, you know.
Awesome.
And she says, congratulations on the album. He says, thanks, with 2 Ks and 4 S's, which I think is so funny because that's like how I'd be like, oh my God, thanks. Like, I don't picture Offset typing that way. And then he says, where you at? She doesn't respond. A month and a half later, he says, op, ass, N-word, which is like opposition or opportunity, or I don't really know. But everyone, and then he goes, give, drop, or don't come back around. Now, the internet is telling me that this is him saying like organize violence. I don't know, but that's what they're saying. She says, make sure I'm nowhere near. He says, now, ? She says, delete these texts. He says, Finsta now, send message. So also maybe there are texts deleted in here. Then he says, yo. She says, what you doing? Or what you doing? WYD. He says, in my room. She says, call me. But then she posts texts, like types on the Instagram story, not from the screenshot, at Offset. Keep violating me, but stay in my phone asking me to help set up Stefan. Laughing, laughing, laughing emoji. Please, 3 exclamation points. Super tender with a shrimp emoji. Now, I don't know. I'm a little bit lost here. I feel like some things are lost in translation, but she's saying, asking me to help set up Stefan. Then the very next screenshot in her Instagram story is just my bad, LOL. Now, what's interesting about it is it's just black screen with the bubble text, my bad, LOL. It looks exactly like the my kid, LOL screenshot that people are saying was Offset.
That he deleted, that it wasn't him.
So like, did she set him up? I don't know. I'm a little bit lost. And it's been up for 21 hours at the time of this recording, and she hasn't deleted it yet. So I'm confused, but it seems bad for everyone.
Somebody should check this out and protect Stefan and Cardi.
Yeah.
Because she seems scared, and I don't like that.
No.
And these messages could mean something.
TMZ thinks they mean something.
That's some beef.
Really?
Who wins this beef?
I'll tell you who loses this beef first. The Instagram girl. Who are you? Get out of here. Leave us all alone. Posting screenshots and the shrimp emoji. Is that like making fun of, I don't know, saying tender with the shrimp emoji? I don't know. I feel like she's making light of this situation, and there are babies and scared women involved. Like, enough of her, for one. 2, Offset. What are you doing? I don't like that.
He already lost with the divorce and play.
And I'm going to go ahead and say Stefan Diggs also loses the beef, because I feel like you are what you attract, and he's always in situations like this with like chaos and sketchy characters, and there's some other guy that's suing him for some other weird thing that I don't understand, that's connected with when his brother orchestrated an attack in an elevator. So Cardi doesn't win the beef because she doesn't come out on top, but she's like the only non-loser,
the only sane one
in this situation, I think. And
all right, Cardi, you're the winner of this beef.
All right, now maybe one that's like a little less violent focused, maybe a little more lighthearted beef.
Yeah, this one's definitely more lighthearted. Yeah, we have Drake May versus Cam Newton.
More Patriots beef.
More Patriots beef. And every season I feel like Cam Newton makes an appearance in our beef segment. Mm-hmm. This guy loves to talk. Yes. But yeah, I'm not thrilled about this one since it involves my cute little innocent quarterback. How could you have beef with that guy?
No, he's too
Drake
sweet.
May.
Yeah.
Just as some background too, which is why I think this beef is just like really sad, is Cam used to be Drake's like favorite quarterback. He grew up a Carolina Panthers fan. He's from North Carolina. After Drake scored a rushing touchdown against the Panthers this season, he did an ode to Cam. He did his signature silly, where he did like a Superman to like celebrate his favorite quarterback. And here we are. Cam, have some class, will you?
And then what happened? How did it all devolve from there?
It's just, this last weekend, Cam said that the Patriots are fool's gold and went on to say that anybody would take Pat Mahomes and Lamar over Drake May. He's not that impressive.
Rude.
So Drake responded after an interview asking, he just said, I don't even know what show Cam is on. They get paid to make remarks and people have their opinions, but I need to focus on the game. I'm not focusing on what's being said, which I think was a good response. He's
Yeah.
focused on the game. He's not listening to what people are saying.
But it was a little
Which
sassy.
Yeah, you know who else thought that was sassy was Stephen Smith. He called Drake May a liar
They're ganging
because
up on him.
yeah, he like went off on him. He said his show First Take, which Cam Newton is a regular guest on, is the best morning show in sports. So Drake definitely knows
Oh.
what show they're on when Cam said those comments, and like let it go.
Maybe he's not watching TV. He's
He's watching the
practicing.
film.
Yeah, he's watching
Say
film.
what you want. But this past weekend, Drake scored a touchdown, and Stephon Diggs went up to him and kind of did like the Superman Selly, let this Cam signature move, and Drake just like shook his head no. He's like, I'm not doing that. So the beef is still beefing.
It's sizzling. Like they had planned that out probably. Like, okay, you'll try to get me to do it, and I'll be like, no, I'm not doing it.
No, I'm over him now.
Oh my God. Don't meet your heroes, or like don't let
from
them talk
hero
shit about
to
you.
enemy.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
That's kind of sad. So now that we have all the deets, who do you think wins this beef?
Drake May wins this beef because who's playing? Who's the quarterback right now?
Facts.
Not
right. Who's
Cam.
on a TV show talking about how I'm doing compared to how I'm actually out there
Really
doing
playing.
it? Yeah, for sure. And
I might be a little biased, but
and because like be nice to someone who idolizes you, I guess, but also like give fair assessment. Whatever.
Yeah,
Drake May wins.
He's a young kid.
Yeah. He's just a kid. He's what, like 23?
Yeah, Tom Brady would never.
No.
Would never do that.
So Drake May and Tom Brady we've not seen them interact at all, right?
No, I mean, I did see a clip of Gronk giving Brady a hard time and calling Drake his favorite quarterback of all time. So they're on the phone communicating, but I haven't seen them in person.
That'll be cute when that happens. I feel like Tom Brady will be nice to him.
Yeah, you got to encourage a young quarterback.
Yeah.
Drake, you're the winner of this beef.
And now it's time for the final goss.
Final goss.
What do you have for us, Marissa?
This week's final goss is that the rumor mill is swirling that quarterback Josh Allen and his actress, singer, superstar wife Haley Steinfeld may have a baby on the way.
Oh boy.
So last week she went to the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences Governors Awards, which is one of those awards that you're like, what is this? Has this always been going on? Like it's just another excuse for people to get dressed up and give each other awards.
Like a red carpet for a red carpet.
Exactly. And she looked beautiful, stunning. She wore a very like structural dress that poofed out very far. It's kind of hard to explain. It almost looked like there was a hula hoop around her waist intentionally. And my whole Twitter feed was just like, she looks pregnant. Like if I was if I was hiding a baby, that is exactly the dress that I would wear. Your face can change a little bit when you're, pregnant. And I saw a comment that was like, her face is saying what the dress is hiding.
Oh boy.
Which is a little rude, but I'm not saying it. I'm just repeating what other people said. Just a couple of weeks ago, she was interviewed for Bustle magazine and they asked her if she's thinking about having kids. And it says, without hesitation, she said, of course.
Oh, wow.
And maybe she was already pregnant at the time of that interview.
And I feel like if she's going to keep making public appearances, we're going to
see it happen.
See it pretty soon.
Yeah. As we all know, they got married during the off season. So like very newlyweds, but sometimes these things happen quick.
Oh, yeah. My new favorite thing about Haley Steinfeld and Josh Allen is that what are they called? Haley heads. Her fans are called Steinies. There's some name. Apparently, they hate Josh Allen's guts.
Yeah, they hate
Have you
him.
seen it? I had no idea about this. They can't stand him. They say the worst things about him.
I was seeing a lot of that on Twitter this past week. That there's a really cute clip of them at some game of some kind, and they're like just looking cute, and they're both wearing baseball hats, and they're like bumping their hats up and down against each other, just like being like cute little couple. And all the comments are like,
Yeah, they're like ugly, atrocious. Who is this gross man? It's really. It's so funny. I mean, he's not like Brad Pitt, but he's also
No,
like,
I think he's so handsome.
I think he's a pretty handsome dude.
I think like they're equally attractive in that they're both very attractive people.
I mean, no, she's really got him. I mean, are you kidding? Anthony Steinfeld's like a pop star. Like,
I know, but he's he's an MVP candidate,
yeah,
professional quarterback.
he's
He's
got
like
the-
6'4".
he's got the occupation for sure.
And I saw a lot of comments that were like, ugh, and she's with this horrible, ugly cheater. Like, is he a cheater?
No, now they're just making shit up.
Oh, yeah.
He's like a notoriously wholesome dude.
I don't know, but they don't like him.
No, it's just news to me. I thought it was like you'd think they would be happy for her.
I think there's some ownership, like no one's good enough for our girl. This stan culture,
But,
like,
I mean, look at Taylor.
You're
and
right.
How embraced Travis Kelce was by that whole squad. Like, there is not a single hater, and to my knowledge, except for the Gaylor girls.
the Gaylor girls, and they really didn't like when he shoved Andy Reid and threw his helmet on the floor.
Right? Yeah.
They were like,
Yeah.
do not treat our girl like that.
No. They
He
didn't
has
like that.
anger problems. Yeah, it is weird that it's not like if she's happy, I'm happy, like they are for Taylor.
Definitely, because it's like they're, especially after they get married. It's not like that she's just
Yes.
dating some guy and they're like, you could do better.
Totally.
Like they're married now, and her fans are still really giving it to him.
My whole Twitter feed, and this has nothing to do with football at all, is just always Selena Gomez fans who still think Justin Bieber should end up with her and not be with Haley Steinfeld. They've been married for years. They have a baby. We all need to move on.
Yeah, move on from that.
But neither here nor there. They're both married now. She got married too.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but they're just like, he doesn't love you, Haley. He loves Selena.
Oh jeez.
I think anyone who runs a fan account, it's just too much. I feel like Jordan Hudson would run a fan account. She probably has one.
Yeah, she's running like the burner fan accounts for
Herself.
Bill. Yeah, exactly, for herself.
Ah.
All right, well that's it for this episode.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone.
I know I'm psyched, but Marissa, what are you excited about for this coming week?
I'm excited to watch the football players eat turkey legs
Yeah, it's always great
on the field. Hopefully the Lions. And
Yeah.
then, what's his name? David Montgomery can eat a carrot again because that was so cute.
Because he doesn't eat meat.
Yeah.
I'm psyched about Jack White playing the halftime show at the Lions game.
Yes.
That's
a
gonna be
famous
so sick.
Detroiter.
Yeah, big time
Detroitman.
Detroitman, and a shredding guitarist. I can't wait for that. I'm not missing a play this Thanksgiving Day. I can't wait for the football.
Me neither.
Well, come say hi on Instagram. Let us know if you want us to cover anything or just say what's up.
Yeah. And thanks for listening. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
And until then, stay juicy.